All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's take a look at it.
What did you like about the first 4 years of his president? What accomplishments would you like to see continued?
Save the children.
Okay.
Most important
right.
thing is what's happening to our children.
Explain.
The infiltration of our...
Okay, see, this is where, like, the QAnon thing has always been super good at that, right? Like, if we're gonna start a cult, and you're gonna make it like, if it's gonna have a real good chance of gaining members, what you start with is save the children. It's a lot like save the puppies. If you're gonna name something, save the puppies, save the children, I'm going to be right off the bat. I'm gonna be in there with you. I'm gonna feel good about joining your cause, and I might even donate, like, right away. So, starting well. I like that. He's kind of got like a Donald Trump haircut, though. There's not a lot of people that have Donald Trump haircuts.
Our education system and the abduction of our children.
Yeah,
Over 800,000 a year go missing in the United States alone.
That's true.
They are taking so many of them and torturing them for adrenochrome.
Oh!
And people don't know what adrenochrome is, but you can look on Alibaba.com and find out what that is. They talked about it.
There it is! Dude, it happened quick! Dude, that didn't take no time at all! That didn't take any time at all. He started so well! I was there. I was joining up. I had my card ready to go. I was ready. I was ready to do that. Okay, so somebody's got to help me out here. Who's going to go on Alibaba.com and search for adrenochrome? Because I'm not doing that. I've already been banned once from YouTube. I can't go that route again. I begged for my life, and I got a stay of execution. Which one of you guys are going on Alibaba.com and looking for adrenochrome? I just, come on.
On the Ellen DeGeneres show, Sandra Bullock. And they were laughing and joking about the fact that they were using it to stay young and healthy.
What would you like to see Donald Trump do should he win? What are a couple of things you'd like to see him do?
Money talks, and that's...
You like money? I like money. We should hang out.
Can't believe you like money too. We should hang out. Totally.
These people aren't real. They're not real.
just it. And
where's that video of that lady at the airplane?
What? I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Is this who she was talking about? Because we might have to forgive the lady on the plane. If one of these people were on that plane where that lady stood up and was shouting like, he's not real, if that first gentleman was on the plane that woman was on, she might have been right. It might not have been a human. God damn it, man.
Prices of gas right now is crazy. My husband's a truck.
Oh, look at that hat in the background. Oh, look, that is a thing of beauty right there. Wow. Good Lord. We got to really take some shrooms and go to one of these. We got to do that.
Driver, and the gas prices are insane. We can't even make a living basically because we're having to pay for gas.
I think he made America better as far as jobs and people working.
Okay. Under Trump's presidency, and quote, you can tell me if I'm wrong here because I like to be told if I'm wrong here or not. But didn't we go in the negative for jobs? And yes, it was during COVID. I'm 100%. I understand that. But like saying that he created jobs when he didn't, regardless, COVID happened. You could even say due to COVID, that was what stopped it from happening. But didn't we lose jobs during COVID? Wasn't he the first sitting president in like forever to have a loss of jobs during his presidency? Am I wrong about that? But that's what I'm saying is there's no need to make shit up. Why make shit up? Just use the facts. Like, that's the problem with all these people is that they just make shit up. I don't like it when it's on the left. I don't like it when it's on the right. Don't make shit up. It just makes you look stupid. That lady can barely afford a Slim Jim anymore. God damn it.
And our economy, and our general atmosphere of brotherhood and getting along. Let's not kill each other and go crazy.
Okay, first of all, we haven't quite gotten to killing each other yet. Okay, let's hope we stay far away from that. But was there a sense of brotherhood under Trump? These people live in a different, like a whole different world, a different reality altogether. Like, I think Obama was a really good president. I think that he had some flaws, that I disagree with some of the stuff that he did, specifically militarily. But I wouldn't even say that under Obama that we were super, like, you know, obviously there was at least a faction of people that had splintered off. I mean, that's what the Tea Party was, right? I don't think we've had a sense of brotherhood since 9/11. I mean, that's what it took for us to really have like a real sense of brotherhood. Once again, like all I'm saying is we don't need to make stuff up, guys. Like just talk about it the way it is, be honest. And yeah, she's putting the gingers to shame, man. Aliens are going to pull us together. When aliens crash their ship into the White House, that's when we band together. And that's also when Will Smith becomes a hero again. Just so you guys know, that's Will Smith's redemption arc. Will Smith's redemption arc is when the aliens come down and kamikaze into the White House, and then Will Smith steps up and slaps the shit out of one of them. That's when we get it together.
Welcome to Earth.
I'm just saying that may be the only chance we have.
About each other. I don't feel like that was his attitude at all.
And do you think that's President Biden's attitude?
What
accomplishments do you like specifically?
That he was trying to secure the border and that the gas prices were low, food was low. Now everything's so expensive.
How much?
Okay. Do you think that could have possibly been because of COVID? I mean, this is all I'm saying. Like, you can at least be honest about what's going on. I was honest earlier about why jobs had lacked creation during his presidency. At this point, this is where the person would say, as a qualifier, now I do understand that COVID happened and that's what caused a lot of these problems. As we can see now, the economy is starting to level out. Inflation has been cut by something like 40% over the last 3 months. I work in the grocery industry. I can tell you that grocery prices are leveling out. Some of them are going down. Gas prices going back up, but once again, that's due to something called the Ukraine war. There's a lot that goes into these things, and if these people were aware of these things and don't at least qualify them by using these things in their statements, they're obviously being dishonest. They're actually being the very people that they're saying that they're railing against. They are the people causing the split, causing the polarization. Just be honest.
In retrospect, do we look at the pandemic as being the cause of that?
I don't know. I think that was all fake.
What? The pandemic?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just, when you don't like something, you can't just say it's fake. Like, God damn it, man. Like, we're gonna move on.
Yes.
What was fake?
Shots. I didn't trust them.
Did you ever have COVID?
I'm sorry?
Did you ever have?
Yes, twice.
You got it twice.
Didn't she just say it was fake? Did she just say it was fake?
I'm glad you're well.
Thank you.
You mentioned
Jesus
policy
Christ.
that you like, Trump's policies. Which of his policies are policies that you like?
April?
Dude, is this the same late? Whoa, what is up with this guy? What, is that you, Redonk? Is that you right there, Redonk? Is this the same lady that was in that Jordan Klepper video where he asked her the same question and she had to like turn to her friend and she's like, did you bring the thing? Did you bring the paper with all the facts on it?
I'd be like, Tony, I need my sheet. I'm going to give you facts. Come on.
Give me facts.
The facts, that fact sheet.
What's on the fact sheet?
I'm going to show you.
The fact sheet is that in my car.
Like, if you have to ask somebody else why you like a person, then you don't like that person.
The Roe versus Wade happened because of Trump.
Well, okay, so let's. I was asking her. I'm going to get to you. Okay. Well, what's your talk to me a little bit about which policies you like.
Well, just, I don't know. I mean, I can't really think of one right off the bat. But.
Dude, please ask a question of the dude in the back. Please ask a question of this guy. I want to see this guy talk. Come on. If he misses a chance to ask this young man with this belt buckle going on right here, oh, dude, that is a missed opportunity right there. That man has some things to say.
But,
I'd like to see him get us out of debt. Definitely.
Do you think
cost of living is way too high right now? And
okay, does she mean the country? Because if he can get us out of debt, I might vote for him. Isn't it like $31 trillion? That is a magic trick I would love to see.
jobs don't pay enough.
Do you think that? So you want him to bring up the minimum wage?
Yes, definitely. Because people can't live off what minimum wage is now and support a family. I mean, there's just no way.
So you support the Democrats in Congress who are trying to fight for a minimum wage increase?
Yes. I mean, yeah. But yeah.
I mean, okay. What did he do to make your life?
Now, hold on. Hold on. All right. There we go. She said yes. We got to give that to her. We're going to give that one to her.
Better the 4 years he was a president.
Dude, that guy is not okay. This gentleman right here, he doesn't. That looks like a budget Nabib right there. Khabib.
Maybe all of us got to see growth. Growth meaning it's a pause, and it's not just also. It's not no longer about an election. It's becoming a unity. Because if we don't unify,
what the hell did you just say?
we don't grow. But what would you say? What?
Dude, these two got so high. These guys just smoked a ton of weed, and then they're like, you're going to ask me some questions?
The Democrats ain't about, the American people. They're about lining their pockets.
Wait, how is this guy not a liberal?
And screw us, basically, And that's just coming from a small-town guy. There again, I'm blue-collar worker, always happy.
Try that in a small town.
You ask anybody that was working during Trump, they had more money in their pockets. $1 or something for a gallon of gas.
Yeah, because he gave us a bunch of fucking stimulus. Like, he went full Andrew Yang and just started giving us money. I mean, I'm not mad about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I enjoyed the Trump stimuli. I enjoyed that. Why? Why? Because of COVID. Because there was a pandemic.
Gas. Now here I am paying $3 and something for a gallon of gas to get myself back and forth to work, my kids to school.
Okay, but here's the problem with that. Like, people keep saying this over and over again. Gas prices are high. But do you know why gas prices are high? Because it's really integral to, like, the question of why it is knowing exactly why it is, right? And when you talk about the Ukraine war, that has a really big portion of that blame, as well as coming out of COVID. California, if you live in California, everybody hates California, right? Redonk. You moved? That's your bad. You lost it, okay? I got reimbursed something like $1,000. So on average in California, with gas prices the way they are right now, I think I spend about $1,200 to $1,500 a year on gasoline. The state of California reimbursed me $1,000. Okay, so you take away taxes on that, you're talking 22%. I got $780. So if you look at the stimulus that we got for the gas, I actually still only paid about $3 a gallon because I got $1,000 from the state of California. So for all of you people out there that hate on California, well, that's too bad for you. You guys had to pay gas prices, and your governor doesn't like you.
To camp and all that.
What policy-wise did you like? How did he make your life better in America?
Well, I think reducing regulations on business,
Yeah, that's literally why trains were crashing. Because Donald Trump reduced regulations that made it so they didn't have to have these brakes on their trains that stopped them from going at these high speeds or helped them to slow them down.
This particular railroad and others lobbied President Trump to dismantle an Obama-era rule that would have required railroads to update their braking systems. And apparently the Obama administration had pushed for it to govern transportation of hazardous materials after about 500,000 barrels of crude were dumped. But ultimately, the Trump administration undid that and said the costs exceeded the benefits.
Yeah, people don't understand when it comes to regulations. I didn't understand on some of these regulations. Like I was and still am, a big supporter of the right to try. The ability to use experimental medications whenever you're suffering from something like stage 4 cancer, right? Well, now we're starting to have these things where doctors are taking experimental surgeries, like the one where they run the little wires through your veins to take the plaque off, and they're having people do these surgeries when they're not necessary. So I'm a big supporter of the right to try, but there was regulations in place to stop this. Now these people are getting their fucking legs amputated because they didn't need these surgeries. They're really bad surgeries, but they're being suggested because we've opened up the ability to do so. So we get mad about a lot of stuff that we don't quite understand. We just think that's bad because I don't like it, because it sounds bad. But we don't actually understand what about it makes us mad, or we don't understand the information behind why it exists. One of the reasons that the age for drinking alcohol is 21 is because your prefrontal cortex doesn't grow to its fullest potential until you're like 26 to 30 years old. So 21 is actually a pretty low actual bar for that, because your brain, as far as the prefrontal cortex goes, it's stunted with alcohol, with drugs. That's why it's 21. It's supposed to be something closer to like 26. There's reasons behind all of these regulations, and when you just cut them because you're like, I don't know, freedom, you're kind of fucking us over. People should know that.
Let conservative thrive. The economy was better in a lot of ways. I just think he was a stand-up guy.
I'm Hispanic, and I really think...
See, he has me until he says that. He thought he was a stand-up guy. Like,
that he helped this country securing the south border. That's important. Even if I'm Hispanic, people think like, why am I supporting Trump? I think he actually did a great job making sure drugs don't come to this country.
Do you give President Biden any credit for the economy starting to rebound?
No.
But you'll credit Trump with the rebound before, even though it was really continuing the Obama.
I was going to say, when people talk about how good Trump's economy was, they're completely forgetting the fact that Obama's economy was like the strongest economy that we had seen. Actually, if you want to talk about gas prices, Obama's last year, I think it was better than any of Trump's years.
Job surge is what Trump did.
I think he built maybe off of that, but our employment rate had dropped lower than it ever had been in U.S. history.
When was that?
That was back when Trump was president.
It had dropped.
Yes.
And you mean the unemployment rate or the employment?
The unemployment rate.
Because it was pretty strong for a while there before Trump got there.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe. If you'd like to join the Ginger Army and help support me for only $3 a month, you get to support a soulless ginger. You also get access to the Tantrum Trump and Prison Trump emojis. And don't forget to join me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific for our live stream with yours truly. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Stay safe out there.